Welcome to Off the Record episode 3, the murky world of Etsy courses. Oh my days, what do I do with all these Etsy YouTube gurus who are selling vastly overpriced courses for content that is frankly shocking? Seriously, I've got a massive problem. I'm not going to mention individual Etsy YouTube coaches, that would be wrong. But let me tell you, I've had this week, 2 clients come to me, one of them in tears, because of the money that they'd spent on YouTube Etsy courses after watching and following the content creator for a period of time. And I know the content of the courses. So this isn't me just bashing other Etsy YouTube coaches. It's backed up by seeing what these guys are dishing out under the guise that it's going to help you sell more and become a successful Etsy seller. The first course that I've just got to mention, which I cannot believe people are even buying, is to do with mugs. So it's a course where you learn how to sell mugs on Etsy. And I think I looked a month ago, it's several $100s. I think it's about $600 or $700 for the course, and then it's $1,500 for one-to-one feedback with the course creator. So it's $700 odd just for the content, and no liaising with the person who made that content. And the advice is basically, we will give you these designs. I can't believe it's ridiculous. We will give you these designs and you put them on print-on-demand mugs, and you'll make tons of sales on Etsy. And I'm sure some of you have seen this out there. You don't have to look very hard to find it. I'm sure if you do a Google search, you'll find it. There's a few people doing this. It's absolutely scandalous. The seller came to me after purchasing the course, after purchasing the upgrade to speak to the content creator to get help. She was in tears. She said, Nick, I've done this. I've spent this money. I've got 300. I've got over 300. It's not a laughing matter, but I just astonishes me that these people are out there. It's almost preying on people. She said, I've got over 300 items in my store. I opened it 6 weeks ago and I've not made any sales. Why? This guy told me it's going to be so good and the designs will sell and this and that and the other. And I was like, how much did you spend? Oh, $1,500 and something dollars. I was despairing. I felt so upset for her, and then I went through the process just explaining why it was not going to work, and that if you want to work with me, we can do something about it and actually give you a proper business process, proper niche and so on, and get you working and get you selling. That astounded me. So that was the first course, and she said the guy wasn't helpful, didn't have time for her, took a day to get back to the voice message. It wasn't interactive. It wasn't like she could contact the course creator, have a chat about what the problems are. No, had to send a voicemail or something, or a voice message, and then they got a voice reply. You're joking, right? $1,500 and you don't even get to talk to the person. That's crazy. So the second one, and if the first one was bad, this one blew my mind. There are 2 or 3 people out there, or organizations, whatever, company, whatever you want to call it, that are selling courses based on E-rank grades. So the whole course is based on E-rank grades. And the money involved for these courses is astronomical. It's $2,000 to $6,000. The entire course is based around the grades that eRank gives you for your listings. So some of you who've used eRank, you'll know you'll get A, B, C, D, E, so on. And I wouldn't pay any attention to those grades at all. They're just not going to help you. But to base a course around it, and so this is first-hand information. This isn't hearsay or anything like that. I get to see stuff that none of these YouTube coaches will ever see. Once they see my videos, they all start copying me because I'm giving out information that others don't have access to. And this is another one. Courses. This person, she paid, I think it was $1,000 to get the first piece of it. And then they wanted somewhere between $2,000 and $6,000 to give them more information and more depth about this Etsy SEO tool and making money. Literally, it's based around eRank and the grades. And I sat her down and had a chat with her and said, get a refund. And I said to my mug client as well, please, how did you pay? Usually now you can be covered. PayPal will certainly back you. You should be able to get a refund from your bank. Get your money back immediately. Both of them contacted me within a month of doing these, signing up for these courses and starting them. And I'm just utterly shocked at what's going on. And I know more than that. I've seen material. So you go to, you type in Etsy help, Etsy coaching, Etsy whatever in Google, and you'll see different people come up. And 2 consulting companies that deal with Etsy, I've had access to the content that they're teaching people. This is big money now. Thousands of dollars are being spent on this. The material's completely outdated. It's years old. They're still telling people to match titles and tags and telling people to list only 3 in stock, 2 in stock, so that Etsy says it's low in stock because of scarcity. People might buy your products. Are you joking? Are these guys, are they for real? They literally know so little about how Etsy works and what really makes an Etsy store tick. And charging thousands of dollars. So guys, I'd like you to listen to me because it's my job. I do this every day, day in, day out. I've helped thousands of Etsy sellers. Nobody out there on YouTube has helped as many people or worked as deeply in the trenches with Etsy sellers. And what I mean by the trenches is when things aren't going well. So another client came to me and said, I've bought a print-on-demand course. She's got over 200 items in her store, something like 30 sales over 6 months, 7 months. And this was bought fairly recently. And the YouTuber was saying, list quickly. And she said, I'm despairing. It's not working. No, it's not working because they don't test this stuff. Number one, they've got to do it themselves. So they've got to have a store and test what they're going to teach. And number two, they've got to repeat and prove that it works. And if it doesn't work, know how to fix it or be brave enough to say, no, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm not going to recommend that. So this course, this POD course, this is brand new. This is 2022 from a YouTuber that loads of you will probably watch. It doesn't work. So, and there's more than one person doing this course, by the way. I kind of feel like some of them know each other and or they're working in some kind of, it's not just them on their own. I can't prove that. I don't know. But deal with someone who goes into the trenches and actually works with dead Etsy stores, failing Etsy stores. This is my job. I do this every day. I'm now working with this client to fix the store that one of the YouTubers that everyone watches gave her the advice, and it doesn't work. Of course it's not going to work. You can't load hundreds of items into a POD store in 2 weeks, 3 weeks and expect it to work. It's just going to fall flat on its face. It's not going to work. I love these off the records. They kind of turn into rants. I'm ranting, but hey, why not? It's a rant, but with serious facts behind it. So I'm saying to you guys, you can work with me. You can work with anyone that can prove, and this hits a lot of Etsy sellers, Etsy gurus as well, prove that they've got stores that work. Prove they've got stores that work. That's huge. And be honest. They should show you. Why wouldn't they show you? You know, I show everyone my stores. It's not a problem. Show them. You got to back up. You know what you're talking about. You've been in business on Etsy yourself for a long period of time, and you're trustworthy, and you're here for the bad times. Everyone wants to sell courses. The good times, make thousands of dollars with mugs. Are you joking? Seriously, no chance. You've got to work bloody hard to make any money with mugs on Etsy now, and really, really know what you're doing with your niches and sub-niches. You know, and people are out there that are going to get taken advantage of, you know, and that's what they're there for. These guys will take that money. They don't care. And that's the other thing I found out about these people that I've mentioned. Their customer service is absolutely shocking. They need to watch my episode 2 of Off the Record. The customer service, they don't give a stuff when they've got your money. They won't answer your calls. They won't get back to you. Absolutely horrendous. This is first-hand information, not me just, hearsay, this and that. No, I'm one of the privileged advantages I've got doing my consultancy is that I get first-hand information all the time about what's going on in this Etsy marketplace. So make sure, if you're going to trust the murky world of Etsy courses, that the person peddling the course or selling the course is trustworthy. And I'm seeing a decent amount of coaches that aren't trustworthy. Not at all. Not in the slightest. So I hope you enjoyed this video for Off the Record. What I want to know from you guys is, this is like the late night version of my YouTube channel. It's still quite mild, isn't it? I'm not effing and blinding and swearing, but put in the comments what you'd like to see for my Off the Record series. This is once every 2 weeks I do these videos. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what interests you and that's a little bit edgy. Don't, just tell me what it is. It doesn't matter. Even if you think it's ridiculous, it could be in my next video, because I love the idea of this more edgy, raw, let's get into it style. So yeah, please tell me your thoughts on what you'd like to see in Off the Record, and thank you for watching this video. See you. Bye.